Good evening and salutations, my Y&R fans. I did a video on Y&R way too long. Alright, let's start off with Tucker and Devon, right? I like Devon. I don't know exactly why. There's something about him, the way he carries himself. I like Devon. Now, I haven't been watching the show as long as other people, right? But from what I've seen with Devon and Tucker, it seems like Tucker has always let him down. He let him get a little bit close. He does something stupid, and then he has to sit there and distance himself. And he lets him back in, and he has to sit there and distance himself. And so I understand the level of frustration where he's like, you know what, listen, I'm not doing this again. Because that's the definition of insanity. It's doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. But then I sit there and I look at it, and he's just basically asking how you're doing. Like, he walked past him like he didn't exist. And my thing is, Yvonne, how many times have you screwed up in your life? How many times have you sat there and screwed up in your life and asked for another chance and realized that you are valuable? You make mistakes just like everyone else, but yet you're sitting there and you're not even sitting there bothering to listen to him and hear him out. You're acting like he did something that was so unforgivable. Here's the thing. There's only certain things that I would sit there and consider to be unforgivable. Unaliving someone, less self-defense. The R word. Things in those realms, I would sit there and say that they're unforgivable. Everything else, you can generally tend to work out, as long as it doesn't start to affect your mental health and your family. You can generally try to work those things out. So in our reality, Devon, you're sitting there acting like, you know, it's unforgivable, you know? And I get it. He's like, I have Neil, I had Neil, that's why I ever needed. But the guy is trying. You could sit there and try to meet him halfway and act like he didn't do the worst thing in the world possible to you. Lily comes in there and gives them all sorts of attitude. She's been on one since the whole Daniel thing. And while I do understand how she's angry and she's hurt, I don't know if all that sass was really necessary. They get to the dinner table, and Devon's just like, I don't want nothing to do with him. I'm not going to sit there and go back. I don't want a connection with him. Yada yada yada. I'm done with Tucker. And Lily talks about her firing Daniel and Heather, which again, I'm going to sit there and emphasize just how unprofessional and wrong it was for what she did. And for her to sit there and say, well, I'm doing what's best for the company, no, you're doing what's best for you because in your feelings, you're not doing what's best for the company. Because if they decided that they want to sit there and file a lawsuit, the company is going to look a lot worse. Okay? Now, I saw yesterday's episode. They want to sit there and try to fight for Princess Louisa. Y'all should be sitting there trying to fight for your damn jobs, not fighting for a fictional character. And I understand that it's more about what she represents, but let's be honest, you should be sitting there trying to get the damn game back at this point, rather than or get your jobs back. Instead, you want to sit there and fight for a okay, so dumb. Anyway, she talks about how she fired them and everything like that, and like she's just totally okay with it, and apparently they're okay with it too to some extent because they're not trying to fight to get the jobs back. But they start talking about Billy, and Devon's like, all right, well listen, since you're back here, we don't really need Billy. But now she's all like, no. Billy has a place in the company. Since when? I mean, seriously, since when have you been like, you know what? Or is it just for the simple fact that you fired two other employees? You don't want to rock the boat any further. I think that's pretty much what that is. Because if it's not, I have no idea. Um, Now Tess was talking to Nikki for a little bit. Conversation doesn't really go anywhere. Like I said, Mariah and Tess are like farce and win. Um, but of course, you got Crazy Jordan dressed like a man. What are they doing with Jordan at this point? When Jordan first came in, I remember when she came in, she poisoned the Newmans and everything like that. I was watching this at like 5 something in the morning. I was on my way to work, get to work. I had my I was having Dunkin' at the time, and everything was super suspenseful. And I'm really like on the edge of my seat watching this. I was like, yo, this is actually pretty great. You turned her into a damn cartoon at this point. Okay, like this is what we got going on now. So she's at the bar just listening in to this pointless, forgettable conversation that she's having with Tess. And then Jack comes in. Jack is like, you should go on vacation, stuff like that, and um, talked about some other stuff, but that was mainly about it. And then Nikki gets a drink sent to her. She's like, oh, take it away from me. And she has security try to find the person. And she's like, no, it's Jordan. I know it's his. It may be one of her accomplices. Yeah, I'm going on vacation now. You should have probably been going on vacation if you know that she's just out lurking about. Um, now Tucker's had a day. So he comes back, he sees Audra, and he takes her out for this dinner and everything like that, and he gives this heartfelt speech, and then he pretty much pulls out a ring and asks for her hand in marriage. She's all shocked and everything like that. Here's my thing with Tucker and Audra. And I've said this before, but I'll sit there and say this in this video. When he says that he loves her, he loves her. He's not in love with her, but he loves her. And there is a difference. And I don't know if that can be something of sustainability with their relationship. I don't know if she actually loves him. Maybe she does. Or like maybe she's in love with him. I have no idea. I just know from Tucker's point of view, I feel like Tucker loves her, but is not in love with her. Um, Now she does come back to the house, talks to Tracy, is all disoriented and everything like that. And Tracy's like, you need to sit there. We need to get you some help. We need to CT scans and you talk to a therapist or something like that. We need to get you some help. And I'm like, yes. Because I honestly tell you the truth, there's been so many times in these soap operas that they rarely sit there and say, you need to sit there and talk to a therapist. It's always, we're here for you. I'm here to listen to you, which is all good and great. And, family support is definitely a step in the right direction. But I feel like, you have people that's literally trained in dealing with situations like this, take advantage of it. Um, yeah, she talks about getting some help. And, Ashley's like, just keep it to yourself, pinky swear. And, I'm going to go upstairs to take a bubble bath. And so she just leaves. And I guess Um, Tracy isn't going to say anything for a little bit, but when she was talking to Jack before that, she was very adamant about trying to get involved and being there for her. And Jack was like, "No, we need to sit there and give her some. We need to give her some space because that we push, every time that we try to get close, she just pushes us away, and we're going to sit there and keep pushing her away if we keep hovering." Which is very true. Also, Jack has a tendency of not letting people really talk. especially in this situation when Tracy was wanting to say Tucker, she plans on trying to get revenge on Tucker. He didn't even let her speak. He was like, no, 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 no. This is what we're gonna do, and this is the reason why. And no, 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 no. You don't understand. It was like, well, if you would shut up for like 5 minutes and let this woman talk, she might actually have something to sit there and say that may change your mind as far as you being more hands off about her at this point. I mean, I get it because when he was hands on, Ashley was just being her usual Ashley self, and other people have been telling him to just take a step back. So now he's listening at the wrong time. But that's the soap opera for you. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. I can't think of anything else. So come to the live stream today. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows: General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, and Young and Restless. And with that being said, I'm going to go. I'll see you in the next video.